Welcome all. So today we'll be talking about a very interesting fact that many of you have been asking us. There are so many mantras which are available on internet, especially on YouTube, which they say that remove the negativity by listening to this mantra or enchanting this mantra, or get a lot of prosperity by enchanting or listening to these mantras. This has become like a trend. It's become like a fashion that mantras are available on YouTube with nice music, instruments, all of that. There are some mantras which are the basic mantras. We are not talking about those mantras. Even for that matter, the jap of the names, which is called the Naam Jap, So we are not talking about those, general mantras. We are talking about mantras which are given in the tantric processes. There are not many mantras which have written about. They've written about Mahakali, Kali, Tarama, Das Mahavidyas, and the tantric forms of Hanumanji. Okay, so these are typically very, very powerful mantras. So like I said, that this video is about that you will get so many mantras available that they tell you that, if you hear these mantras, you will feel completely positive. If you hear these mantras, you will start getting prosperity, growth, good relationship, different sections, like relationship, they have a separate mantra. For growth aspect, they have a separate mantra available on YouTube. For protection and for the overall development, they have a different mantra. For the enemies, they have a different mantras. Definitely we have this process or these processes available in our Vedic system. But today the question is that, do you think that the normal people who are not the sadhaks, normal people who are in the format of, families, which we call as the grihast ashram, do you think that these mantras should be enchanted or even heard by those people? My answer is a complete no. Yes, a complete no. The idea is not to take down those sites or those songs or the format of songs they have made or the mantras that they have made. No. But we need to understand that this is not a musical concert happening here. This is just for getting the views or just, uploading and uplifting their channels. Many people are doing this, and this is just a very dangerous game. Let me tell you this. You need to understand as audience that if these mantras were so readily available and so easily transformed or transferred to someone in a general base, then why this thing of suddenly mantras coming on YouTube channels or any other social media platform was not there before? This trend, why this was not before? Because in the ancient times and few years back, I'm also talking about like 5 years, 6 years back for that matter. I'm not going too far. This thing was never there. Even if it was there through some masters who were there. Very rarely the mantras were given. But now I'm seeing this trend which is going on. Now what's going to be the criteria? What is going to be the dangerous aspect of it? Remember, every mantra of any deity or different deities have a certain kind of energy attached with it. Okay, now that energy can be of prosperity, that energy can be of protection, growth aspects, relationship betterment, any of that. Okay, or knowing the secretive things, or getting the power, so many things, authority, all of that. Each deity represents a different energy level. Available, of course, in the positive cosmic universal energies section. Okay, but do you think that you are prepared, or that particular sound wave of that mantra? Because mantras are what? It's a whole technique of the sound system which goes on in the universe, the vibrations which affects our inner channel of our body system, of our mind system. That's a science in itself of our sages that they have given us. And mantras were made. The rishis and the sages made these mantras for specific things to be utilized by very specific people who had the authority or who were given the authority. Because each sound wave, each vibration, each frequency cannot be utilized by anyone and everyone here. Only the sadhaks who are prepared, who are eligible. When I say eligible, you need to be eligible for a certain cause. Like for example, you just cannot sit in 12th class examination if you haven't done the nursery or the prep KG or the first class. You have to go to that first level, the beginner's level, only to reach to the 12th class examinations. Okay, because if you will just reach there, you will not know that what is going on. You would just not understand. And even if you just read it from the book and try to understand it, it can have a lot of confusing effects in your mind. Isn't it? We are not talking about sages who have got these rebirth and they suddenly get to know about every wisdom that they had in the past life. We are talking about normal scenario here. Okay? So these mantras can even backfire on you. These mantras which are not made for you specifically, the Bij mantras, can backfire you also and can lead to diffusing of the positiveness also around you. Yes, of course, you need to be very careful and you need to be aware of that which mantra is suiting you as an individual. Do you have the capacity to take it? Because it's got a lot of power in it. Now, power can be of any aspect, like I just said, protection, to your relationship, to your growth, anything for that matter. And along with those things comes a lot of confusions and negative energies also, which make you feel that everything is going fine in the starting. But that's really not happening. It is an illusion that has been given to you. If everyone, by hearing those mantras which are available on YouTube, can benefit out of it, then there is no need for anyone to do anything regarding that. Then it means that the wisdom is so easy. That means anyone can conquer this, or anyone can take care of these powers just like that. Then what is the use of the sadhaks practicing it so much or taking it from their gurus? There is a system which is being designed, and it is not for the designation sake of a person. It is because that is the way it is supposed to be done, so that no ill effects should come on anyone who is going through that process. Okay, so it's a system. We need to respect it. It's only for the precaution and the security of each individual. So if you just hear or you see any uploaded mantra, just don't start enchanting it or just don't start playing it just like that. You need to ask your guru, or you need to have some sort of your inner sense sometimes, and inner sense also I'm talking about the sadhaks. Without the permission of the guru, you just can't hear Gayatri months for that matter. Let me tell you, people think it's the most common mantra that everyone can enchant. No, that's also not true. Because okay, if you even 5 times, 11 times, if you do it every day, that's still fine. But if you start doing it on everyday basis and start hearing it on every day basis, it is one of the most powerful mantras. Maybe your system, your aura is not designed to take that. And these days sometimes they add Gayatri mantra with another mantra, so new mantras are made. Just don't go by it, because you never know that who made that mantra. In addition, because I said that the gurus make the mantras, so you never know with what kind of energy or what kind of thought process they have made it. Okay, so be very careful. Just don't start jumping on for conclusions that okay, fine, this is available, okay, fine, let me just grasp. Everything on YouTube is not correct. Everything that they're showing about the spirituality or about enhancement or enlightenment is not just every time true. It's all about getting views, uplifting the channels, reading it from here, reading it from there, collecting some information from somewhere and then clubbing it together and just uploading it or making a content. It's more about content making these days. Unfortunately, in after Corona, I'm seeing this happening a lot, that it's more about content creating, even in the astrology section, to the spiritual section, to the mantra science, everything for that matter. Marketing people have jumped inside. So, and even people who have done these courses, they understand that what people want, and they create things according to that, which should not be there in this profession. This is something which is very pure and sacred. But now it's all about, okay, people are interested in spirituality. People are interested to understand what enlightenment is. People are interested to understand that what are the processes, what are the Vedic science things that are available. So let's create something like this that appeals to them, even if they don't have any knowledge. So safeguard yourself from all this. Okay, that's about it. This was the information and the awareness that was very important for me to give to you, because we have been getting a lot of messages about different mantras. Can we enchant this? Please ask Guru Didi. That was uploaded on YouTube. Can we play it in the house? All of that. So I have given my answer for that. Okay, I'll see you next week with another topic. Till then, goodbye and Jai Mahakali.